What's going on, everybody? Justin Schwartz here, Content Director at the DJs Guru, coming at you from the DJs Guru studio. And today we're going to take a deep dive into the RCF EVOX12 portable column array system. Now, I myself hadn't been gigging as much as I had been the last several years as the column array was getting more and more popular. So the EVOX12 was a system that I was very excited to try and review because I've heard so many great things about it. I sold so many of these systems to very, very happy customers, and I've heard it several times, always been happy with the sound, but to get it outside in a backyard or on a gig is a totally different environment, and I'm really excited to really see what this thing can do on a stress test. So we're gonna get into the specs, but before we do, I just wanna remind you, please support the DJs Guru by subscribing to our page. Definitely, if you can, like this video, and then if you have any comments, questions, did we miss anything, whatever, I can handle it. Drop your comments in the comment section below. So we really appreciate that. Now, the specs. So this is a Baltic birch wooden cabinet. The RCF EVOX series are all wooden cabinets as opposed to plastic. So you get a nice warm sound and very, very robust, durable, feels really, really solid. It's a 1400 watt system. It's comprised of a bottom and a top, which I'm holding. The bottom is a 15-inch sub, okay? And it goes down to about 20,000 hertz, weighs about 60 pounds. And as far as the amp goes, 1,000 watts of the amplifier are going to the bottom end. And then you have this awesome array, which is really sexy looking, right? But this is comprised of 8 4-inch neodymium transducers. They're full range, and you're getting incredible sound out of these with a 90 by 30 tilted dispersion. They have a pole that goes in between them. It's an M20 threaded pole, and then you have PowerCon cable that goes up into the back of the speaker. Now, I've heard some people say they don't love that. Keep in mind, the better quality systems are always going to have an actual cable. It's just more secure. It's a better quality system, and overall, it's what you're going to see as you go up in class with the column and the array type series speakers. So to me, that's not a big deal. We'll see how it tests, we'll see how it performs, and we'll see how it looks when I get it out there. As far as everything else, as far as the specs go, the only other thing I want to mention is that it has the fur-phase patented DSP technology, and that means that you're going to get that patented, unbelievable, crystal clear RCF sound, I hope. But everything I've ever heard that has the fur-phase technology sounds amazing, so I'm really excited to see what this can do. Now, I know it's going to sound great, but with the portable column arrays, I'm wondering, is it going to give me enough oomph to do the kind of gigs that I would want to do and use it for? So we're going to get it out there. I'm excited, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, so I just loaded up here. I'm getting ready for my sound check, and I just want to let you know, between the 2 column array systems, my controller, and a bag of cables, a table, and a few other things, I did everything in 3 trips. So it was pretty good, and I probably could have done it in less than that, but I didn't bring a cart. But just so you know, even if you don't bring a cart, 3 trips max for this whole system. So portability, convenience, ease of use, simplicity. If you're a single op, great system to have. You're multi-op, great system to have because it's easy to train somebody on. But I just wanted to point that out, and my loading was really easy, really designed very well, as we talked about earlier. All right, we're gonna start with our first song. This is gonna be a slower hip-hop rap style beat with kind of some electronic sounds to it too. Really kind of a cool track here. But let's listen, let's hear what we have to hear, and here we go. So right off the bat, extremely crystal clear. Really, really clear, wow. All right, let's take a walk. There you got the bass coming in. And what I'm hearing right now is I'm hearing a lot of sound that I'm not used to hearing on a 2-way cabinet. I feel the bass, and as I'm walking in this direction, remember the portable column array type speaker has a very wide coverage. So as I'm moving here, there's no loss in sound at all. Now that's one of the issues with the design of the two-way box is that, you know, you walk 10 feet to the left and all of a sudden, total sound drop off. I'm not getting that here. So if you're looking for an elegant sound, if you're looking for real room coverage, not necessarily in your face, any type of event like that with crystal clear sound, very balanced, this is a great option. Let's get a little closer here. Wow. Really good. All right, let's try another track. Hey, what's up? Let's go with track number 2. We're gonna do more of an electronic track for you, see what that kick sounds like. I love that kick, very important to me. So I gotta make sure I test that out. And again, this is the column array. So you have your, with the EVOX12, the 15-inch sub at the bottom, and then you have your array and all of your mid-range and highs at the top. So it's very separated, it's balanced, it's the way a sound system should be run. And as I told you on the first one, you're feeling the bass because again, bass needs to be on the floor. So let's go with track number 2. Right off the bat, I can feel it. I'll put the gain up a little bit. Let's take a walk and hear what we hear. So, remember the EVOX12 is a wooden box, wooden cabinet, which is always going to give you a richer sound compared to the ABS polypropylene type cabinets. Loses less air, ultimately is going to give you more output as well, comparatively to a plastic speaker box. So, again, what I'm hearing right now is just really warm, clean, balanced music. It's not, like I said, in your face the way that a two-way is. Now, I could be standing here with a two-way and it might be really loud. It might be louder than what I'm hearing right now, but as soon as I go like this, it's completely not, I don't even hear it. Where right now with the EVOX12, it sounds exactly the same. So as I walk around the party or the gig, whatever it is, you know, it's even. It's an even sound coverage. I'm not really even getting much drop off as I go back. And I gotta tell you, that to me is something that is really cool. All right, now just to give you an idea right now, the way I'm running this, I have this at 12 o'clock, which is unity on these. I feel like I could probably turn them up. So I think I'm gonna do that a little bit and see if I get more output from these. I don't think I'm even coming close to what I can do with the output. So let's try that for our third track. I'm gonna pump this up. All right, so we pumped it up a little bit. I turned my gains up and I have the gains on the RCF EVOX12 up, and I'm ready to turn this up now. One of the things that is important to know is, yes, we're the DJs Guru, of course, but we're performance reviews, performance products, which can be a musician, band, whatever. And we didn't cover rock music previously, and I think that's an important genre to listen to on a system like this, because this is a great PA system. This is a great system for a small band, even a solo artist that's going to be in venues and needs really crystal clear, easy, portable, great sound. So I want to hear a rock song. How about you guys? Here we go. You ready? There it is. The vocals, I hear the vocals and I
I hear the guitar and the bass completely separate. Oh wow. Completely clean, no distortion, and I hear everything. Now remember, I'm outside, so the bass is not going to travel as well as it would in a catering hall, on a wooden stage, you know, on a outdoor patio, whatever the case may be. You know, sound's not going that great here on the grass. But I know this would sound even tastier if I was in another room, a real room. But for rock music, this is a great setup. And if you're a DJ and you have a system like this, now you can run sound. Now you can run sound for a band. You have another tool in your toolbox. So I'm really impressed, man. This is pretty awesome.
Okay, we're gonna play the stress test red line game. We all love this. This is one of my favorite parts to say, hey, what can this bad boy system do for us? How far can I push it before I start getting red lights? So again, right now my mixer is all kind of set up at unity. I have my master at unity. My gains are definitely up a little bit, and I'm gonna continue to try to push those with this song here and see what we can do. So here we go. Alright, so far no red line. Let's go back to the mixer. And we're gonna turn up our gains a little bit. Still clean on my master. But I'm getting there. Let's go check the speaker. I see no red light. Still good. And it's really loud. Holy cow. Alright, here we go. Still clean. Ah, I got red. I got red. Alright. So it's time to turn it back a little bit. Okay. Alright, my red light is blinking just a little bit. We're gonna go down one more notch. And now we're clean again. And now I think we go take a listen. So this is pretty much the speaker at its loudest point, right? I'm on the dance floor right now, right? Right in front. It sounds so clean. It's not really hurting. It's not hurting my ears at all. I'm gonna walk back. Still sounds great. Love it. So if we take a look at the back here, it's very similar to other RCF products. You have your input link. You have a flat and a boost EQ on the back. Your volume knob there. You also have XLR output with a 1/4 inch output. And then you have input sensitivity, which you always want to make sure you keep online for sound. The only time you ever want to put that on mic is if you're strictly using it for a PA system. You just plug in a mic in it. Otherwise, you're going to sound terrible. So I love the PowerCon, direct connection. And what also is unique about the EVOX systems is that it's a pole. It doesn't use the magnetic click system. So definitely different than the Evolve 50s and a lot of the other comm array systems that you have out there right now. What I love also that they give you, they thought of every detail. They gave you little clips here, as you can see, to keep your system looking nice and tight. I know I'm very anal like that, so it's kind of cool that they already included those. And then of course you got your PowerCon in. I also want to point out in the back this nifty design that they have built into the speaker sub box here, where they actually have a pull handle, right, that telescopes down
it actually helps to keep the cable in there, right? But when you telescope it up, you got two wheels there. So with the cover on, everything slides over. It will, as we saw earlier, and it rolls right in. It's beautiful, and basically you have your whole system, you know, cart and everything built into the speaker. It's pretty cool. I love everything about the design of it. Again, they really did think of everything.
All right, so how'd you like the review? Did we have a good time? I know I did. So we're gonna go to the pros and the cons and my overall opinion for you on the EVOX12 system from our friends at RCF. So as you could tell from the past clips, I was very impressed with the system. I loved the sound quality of it. As usual, RCF does not disappoint. Crystal clear, and the most impressive thing to me, for someone who is somewhat new to, you know, using a system like this, especially outdoors, was you hear everything differently than you do with just a two-way, because you have those 8 separate speakers going at the same time, and you really do hear the separation of the music. So extremely warm, extremely rich, very, very clear, and just what I say, pleasing, very pleasing on the ears. So the sound quality, number one, definitely a pro. Number two, super portable. Like I said earlier, 60 pounds on that sub, so it's not too bad. I'm not a big guy. I had no problem lifting it up. Fit in the back of the car, both subs. The column arrays will easily go anywhere in your back seat or your front seat. So super portable. They have that pull handle built in there with the wheels at the bottom, and that's really cool. So really a great system to kind of pull in, pull out, do your thing, quick, easy setup. And on top of that, which the best part is, the first thing I said was they sound amazing. So to have that convenience paired with that sound quality is very, very advantageous, and something that I definitely want to hold on to. So the third thing, of course, as usual, RCF to me, very, very sexy, professional, just a classic styled speaker, robust looking, feeling, durable, sturdy, well made. Everything about it just speaks of quality. So every time I put my hands on an RCF speaker, I can feel that Italian made quality. And I just really do love it. So now, we always have to talk about the cons, right? We got to keep it real here. So not perfect, not a perfect system, nothing is, but everything is built at a price point, so I try to be fair when I talk about these things. Now, we talked about the wheels and the pull handle earlier, which were great additions. They do feel a little clumsy, a little cheap. The wheels feel like eventually they may break on me. Not the end of the world, it's kind of like a throw-in anyway, so if that does happen, I don't think it will, because hopefully I'm pretty careful with my stuff, but God forbid it does. Worst case scenario is I throw it on a cart, and that to me is not a big deal. We've spoken about the second con on other RCF speakers, and this mainly comes back to RCF's focus, which is on the sound and basically having your speakers perform one function, not necessarily being a Swiss Army knife. So the speaker back, as we saw earlier, the mixer on there, not very robust. You're going to just have your single input. There's no Bluetooth or extra bells and whistles that you're going to have in there. Not really a big deal again to me. I always recommend DJs, performers, musicians, you should have in your tool chest a USB line mixer. That's going to save you more times than you'll know in so many different situations. Definitely want to have one of those. So again, a con is the mixer on the back's not that great, but again, RCF's not going to spend a ton of money to put some RCAs in there, some Bluetooth to take away from the sound quality, or they're just going to have to charge you $300 or $400 more for it, and nobody wants that, right? So anyway, you're buying RCF for the sound, let's be honest. As far as the last con, I would say on this particular system, people are going to complain about the cables. For me, not a big deal. I'm going to work on getting the cable management better. I know I can kind of snake it up backwards where no one will see anything from the front view. I kind of snake them around. That was the way I'm used to doing it with my full range speakers. So it was cool that they included those clips with the little thing that holds the wire. I like that. And again, the better quality systems like this are always going to have a hardwire cable, just simply because it's a reliable, direct connection. You don't have to worry about it. It's never going to fail you. And that's just what the better quality systems are going to have. They're going to engineer their product with a foolproof solution, not something that may be defective or be faulty at some point in the future. And you know, when you're making an investment in a system like this, it's good to know that the engineers behind it are thinking long term, because this is a system that you should have for years and years to come. Now, overall, I want to keep it. I want to keep it, and I'm gonna keep this one because this is an amazing system that is going to really be very versatile for me in a lot of different situations. I'm running sound now for other DJs. I'm doing my own thing. I'm also running sound for bands and other types of events out there, trying to do what I can. And this is a really cool system to have because it's really easy to set up, really easy to get in my car, which is not huge, go do my thing. Sometimes I can even leave the baby seat in. And ultimately, this is just a great system to have. So really, really happy with it. And I definitely would recommend this one to anyone out there. I definitely think it's worth the money, 100%. And I'm a big fan. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the RCF EVOX12 portable column array system. Great, awesome, ear-pleasing portable column array system. Really impressed with this thing. I want to keep it. I want to keep it. I got to keep it. Got to talk to RCF. Got to work out a deal. But hey, we had a good time with this. I hope you did too. If you enjoy this content, we really appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell to get notifications. And if you like this video, give us a like. If you have questions, comments, if I got something wrong, if you disagree with anything I said, please let me know. I want to know. I'm not perfect. I like to hear what everyone out there has to say. There's a lot of different perspectives out there, and maybe I got something wrong. So please, let me know if I did. If you like the content, let me know that too. I don't mind a compliment. But we hope you had a good time today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you on the flip side.